With Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games aims to create a living world that's not simply open, but deeper.
Come on, pretty boy.
More interactive and detailed than ever.
Pretty boy?
I recently watched Red Dead Redemption's 2 official gameplay trailer, and some of the excitement I have for the game was immediately washed away. The biggest reason is that I don't foresee Arthur Morgan being anywhere near as interesting of a character as John Marston. From what I've seen, Red Dead 2 is placing a higher emphasis on player choices than the first game did. Rockstar aims to create a living world that isn't simply open, but deeper and more interactive and detailed than ever. I like the idea of playing the outlaw in a notorious gang, and I love good storytelling. The diverse cast of characters seems like a good fit because I've always been a fan of NPCs, and I think they're the backbone of any good single-player experience. The Vanderland gang seems like it will be full of cool characters, even though I'm getting lots of Final Fantasy 15 bro trip vibes from the camps where you eat, sleep, and interact with the other gang members. I don't have a huge problem with that, even though it does worry me because Final Fantasy 15's open world fell a bit flat when you made camps inside of that open world. I'm not excited about doing chores, to be honest, and I don't want another game that gives me fishing as a freaking side activity. But what I'm concerned most about is Arthur Morgan. The reason John Marston is one of my favorite characters of all time is because the game didn't give you a lot of opportunities to change who John really was. Because of that, players got a deep sense of what Marston was and what he stood for. Rockstar's been harping on talking yourself out of trouble, into trouble, intimidating people into doing what you want, forming friendships, and making enemies as you choose. The heart of what I'm getting at is this.
Your actions have consequences, and it's up to you to decide just how honorable Arthur is.
Should I have killed you?
I don't want to decide how honorable Arthur is, though. If I did, I would just want to create my own character and put him or her in that open world. I never felt like my choices changed very much about the way John Marston saw the world and his ultimate goal. But the inclusion of all this choice that they talk about in the trailer makes me feel like I will have direct control over what kind of a person Arthur Morgan is. I don't really want that. I want another awesome story with an awesome character that I can invest in and not have to mold for myself. Lately, I've been increasingly agitated by games trying to put more work on the player. I get it, your open world is cool and there's a lot of stuff to do. I like that, most of the time. But I get tired of having to make decisions for my character. Sometimes I want a good character to be given to me, and all I do is worry about the gameplay. The most iconic video game characters are ones that you fall in love with for who they are. Imagine me making decisions for Solid Snake, Cloud Strife, or Nathan Drake. That would be lame because it's allowing me to shape who they are, and I don't want that. Down to the point, game devs aren't good storytellers anymore, and we rarely get the opportunity to play a game and fall in love with a character, because we are that character. Mass Effect suffers from this to a lesser degree. I've never been a huge Shepard fan because I felt like Shepard was me. I made decisions for him, or her, and even though I enjoyed coming back to get with Liara one more time, that was my decision, not his. What I'm trying to convey is that I'm genuinely concerned that players are going to be forced into making decisions and creating from their own imagination the kind of person that Arthur Morgan is. Because of that, Red Dead 2 is not going to have as good of a protagonist as Red Dead 1 did, and the entire story will probably suffer. I still see lots of fun to be had in this game, but I'm quickly becoming meh about everything except the gameplay. Arthur Morgan is going to suck, but perhaps there will still be lots of fun to be had. Well, there's my 2 cents about the Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay trailer. If you disagree with me, then tell me why, or don't. But if you found the video interesting, be sure to share it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.